Thank you so much for the opportunity given and for the warm welcome. I am Martin Mupo, one of the co-founders of the institute that is here today, as you can read there, Kingdom Management Training Institute. And mainly the focus that we are going to look at is just, money-wise, and also you'll hear more. Just when you hear this name, I believe you are able to pick up one or two things already. Yes. So with the team here, we have Mr. Larry below. He's our photographer, and also he is part of marketing, if I get it right, and logistics. Yeah, and we have our CEO, Mr. Arcanjo, Paulus. He's the author of 5 books, as well a family and husband, a family man and husband, and a father to 5 children. And not only that, I know he doesn't like it, to always go in depth, but for those that goes at Social Security, you might have seen him. He works at Social Security. And for our photographer here, he is to graduate this year from UNAM. He studied commerce, if I'm not mistaken. And myself, for those of you that have seen me maybe around at events or maybe other platforms, I'm a presenter from Rapids FM. So my task is just to briefly introduce the team to you, and we will hear more from our CEO. Maybe, let me just ask a question. Maybe when you were informed of what you are going to attend today, of the institute that is coming to you today, what were your thoughts? What were you looking forward to? Just a general question. You are yet to expect more, or what are your expectations, maybe? All right, should we just introduce yourself?
My name is Luis Amunyala. So we are not informed, we are just told now.
All right, thank you. It always happens, and I'm sure when you leave, you are going to leave with much information of today's program. Thank you for the opportunity given to me. Let me now hand over the platform to Mr. Arcanjo Paulus and the CEO of the organization.
Good morning, colleagues, and good morning, students.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
You look sad. What is going on? Huh? Why are we sad? Okay, I just want quickly just to introduce ourselves. You just give me your name, your portfolio.
I'm a national member for gender and welfare.
Okay, thank you. Can we give you a round of applause?
I go by the name of Shosha Rudolph, and I'm a national member for sports and culture.
Thank you.
My name is Epalanga Alberto, and I'm a national member, and my portfolio is the chairperson.
Thank you.
My name is Pereira Matilde, and I am the chairperson of NAMCO PIT, SRC, and also the vice chairperson of NAMCO.
Thank you. Can you clap for her?
My name is Sipopa Erastus, and I'm the SRC of Entertainment.
Thank you.
My name is Mercy Tashia, and I'm a NANSO member, ICT officer.
ICT. Okay, do you know anything about ICT?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Next.
My name is Paulina Pantema, and I'm the SRC for Academics and the Secretary for Nurses Member.
Thank you.
My name is Kathy Zambwe, and
additional member for North.
Thank you. Left ahead.
I'm Muremi Ignatius and I'm an LRC. I'm vice chairperson at this college.
Luis Amnyana, SLC for Hygiene and Discipline.
Thomas Wombe, I'm an SRC for Sports and Culture.
My name is Mr. Matthias Mdinda, and I'm a tutor for biology and mathematics specifically, AS level.
Thank you. Biology and maths.
Good morning, learners. Good morning, colleagues. This is Maseka Matthews, tutor for math ordinary and chemistry AS.
All right. Thank you.
Good morning, learners. Good morning, colleagues. My name is Agnes Nandalo. I'm a tutor for biology ordinary and physics AS.
Thank you. Can you clap for them?
Groups around here. Just a brief one. Maybe, there are different institutions out there, right? Yeah. Maybe what makes these institutions, or what makes your institution, where you are currently, different from other institutions? Just anyone to briefly, let's hype up, the environment. Yeah. Let's just hype up the environment. It's like we are warm, warm and down a bit. Are you preparing for a test? Or? Yes, sir.
I will be taking one point on hygiene. The school itself, it's really clean. That gives it more comfortableness to the students, or to have the calmness when it comes to study. Because previously to the schools that I am coming from, it's really not that clean. Whenever I look at papers in my books, it just doesn't give me the right comfortableness that I'm looking for in regards of education.
The institution is also financial wise, whereby we are given a privilege of paying for our fees only once a year. Compared to the other upgrading institutions, it's also financial wise for our parents.
Yes. Our theme, managing money with purpose and integrity. Do you understand what is integrity? Do you know what is management? Management itself, it's a pillar that was given to you and me. Because in life, everything that we do, it has to do with management. Everything. For you to be here, it's because you need to be able to manage everything. Our lives needs to be managed. Money needs to be managed. Everything is about management. So now I want us to look at that perspective to say the purpose and the management itself and the integrity. Do you know what is integrity, right? Do you understand what is integrity? To integrate something. Integrity is when we are talking about you doing something without someone supervising you. Let's say maybe, for example, you are in the class, there is no tutor, but you just control yourself. You have that discipline within you to say, whether the tutor is inside or not, you are still disciplined. That's what we call integrity. Today we are going to talk about managing money with purpose and integrity. After this session, I want all of us to understand the kingdom views of money. Just to have that view, understanding. And then I want us to have the development of stewardship mindset. A mindset that one needs to have when we talk about money. And then I also want us to apply, to have this practical principle at the end of the training. That's how I live. And this is one of the points that made me to come up with this institution to say, I need to teach people about finances. Because finances, whether you like it or not, is a real thing. I think my colleagues, they will understand because they are working, they get their salary, they know what I'm talking about. They also have their issues that they are facing. They know when we talk about finances, it's not something to play for. It's a serious, serious issue when we talk about finances. Anyway, I structured it in a different way, but anyway, it's okay. I will just see how I can bring it to your level. I can bring it to your level. Are we good?
Yes, sir.
All right. As we can see, God is the owner. This is now we are talking about the kingdom foundation. When we talk about kingdom foundation, we are saying that a kingdom is led by a king. It's led by a king. And in a kingdom, no one owns anything. Everything in the kingdom belongs to the king. Whether your life, whatever that you own, belongs to the king. This is why you see that Bible verse, Psalms 24, verses 1. Because the Bible says that everything belongs to God, including our lives. But now, we do the opposite. Because when we talk about finances, we have the mindset of accumulating things. We have the mindset of saying, this is mine. And the moment we have that mindset of saying, this is mine, then we are likely to lose our focus in terms of finances. Because we are stewards on earth. We are stewards on earth. A stewardship is someone who looks after someone's property. A steward is someone who takes care of someone's property. So God has entrusted us with all the resources under heaven. Everything on earth. The management part was given to you and me. So when we talk about finances, we need to understand the concept of the kingdom to say, whatever that you do, whatever that you have, is not supposed to be yours, but it's supposed to be ours. Whatever money that you get, as little as it is, we are supposed to use it in a proper way that it makes the name of God to be lifted high. Are we together? Status, it's very different comparing to the level of your tutors. Because I'm supposed to go into depth, more deeper, but you will not understand me because you are not there. You are not there yet. But the day when you start also working, you are going to understand what I'm trying to teach you here. So, we will give account one day. Why are we going to give account? It's because you and me are managers on earth. If we don't manage our life, if we don't manage our finances, one day they are going to ask us about the accountability of everything that was given to us. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Let's move on. Now when we talk about kingdom foundation, there are principles that one needs to follow. And we have got 4 of them. We have got 4 principles. These 4 principles are the ones that we are going to learn today. After the 4 principles, then we are going to get the practical side of it, how to apply these 4 principle. So the first principle is source. We need to understand our source. And the second principle, we need to know the purpose. And the third, we need to know the self-control. And the last one, which is linked to the application of the Kingdom Foundation, is how to master. So the source, that is number one. That is principle number one. So whatever that we do in terms of finances, God is the source. God is the one who gives us the wealth. Anything and everything that we intend to have comes from God. God is the source of everything. No matter how educated you are, no matter how many degrees you have, if you don't acknowledge that God is the source, your finances will be chaotic. So we need to acknowledge that. And many a times, when we talk about finances, we are too bright with finances. Because we say, this is mine, this is mine. But what we have, or what we are going to acquire, it's supposed to be something that can lift the name of God high. It's supposed to be something to be shared among others. It's supposed to be something that helps the poor. But we are too bright. And we are always self-dependency. And self-dependency is not good. The moment you depend on your own and you don't acknowledge that God is the source, you don't acknowledge that God is the most high God, then it's a problem. It becomes chaotic. Discipline is greater than income. No matter how much money you get, if you are not disciplined, you'll just squander your money. It won't do anything. We can even take an example. You are getting a 2,000 Namibian dollar. She will be getting maybe a 10,000 Namibian dollar. If she doesn't manage well her money, you will do better than her, who is getting 10, but you are getting 2,000. Why? If you use your money wisely, in a manner that it helps you and it also helps other people, you're going to do better than someone who gets a 10,000 Namibian dollar. That's why it's very much important to be disciplined. And these disciplines apply anywhere you find yourself. No matter how educated you are, if you are not disciplined, you are just useless. That's why in terms of finances, discipline is very much important. I think I'm connected. Manage what you have well. Like my colleagues, this is yours. Manage what you have well. Because whatever you fail to manage, you lose. Really, if you don't manage well your finances, you will be working for 20 years, but you will not have anything. The only thing that you are going to be waiting for is your pension fund. That's what we are going to wait for. But we are supposed to work on ourselves while we are energetic, while we can think positively. Because if you don't manage what you have, then you will just not be happy at all. You will never enjoy your employment. You come to work because it's a must that you have to come, but you will never enjoy your life. Because the salary comes today, comes in the evening, you don't have money at all. And if that happens to you, it means you are the problem. Maybe you don't have money problem, but you have management problem. You just don't know how to manage your money. Because the salary that you get might be enough for you to cater for your needs and your wants. But the moment when you see that the money that you have does not cater for your wants, then you need to concentrate only on your needs. Buy things that will make you live. Buy things that will make you survive. The ones are things that you can get them when the opportunity of you getting enough money comes. If you don't get that enough money over time, then live with what you need only. Because many a times, especially we who are working, because Mr. Matthew bought a house, I also want to buy a house. Because Mr. Matthew is saving a BMW, I also want to buy a BMW. Because Mr. Matthew is having nice couches, I also want to buy. But do you know how Mr. Matthew is getting his money? Maybe our salary is the same, but maybe he has got a side hustle. Maybe he has got someone who's giving him money to buy all those items that he has. But because of the ones, we are pressurized for us to do things which we are not supposed to do. And the same applies to you. Consider what you have. Don't look at your neighbor. Some of their parents, they are well off. They might give them 1,000, 2,000, and you, your parent, they can only afford to give you a $50. Then that's what you must be thinking. Because maybe your parents cannot afford to give you 2,000. Now, you will be forced for you to confront your parent and say, give me money, because who used to come with a lot of money, but you don't know where that person is getting that money. Maybe they are well off. For them it's easy. If they give him or her 2,000, to them it's normal. But your parents cannot afford to give you the 2,000. So make sure that you live according to what they give you. Needs and wants. It's something that needs to sink here in your mind to say, let me concentrate on my needs only. If others are buying Hungry Lion and you don't have money, buy fat cakes, why not? Because that's the money you have. And this, it's happening, whether you are going to believe me or not. There are people, students like you, who have got more money than you. Do you know that? Yes. Yeah. Maybe I'm your parents, I give you $5 every in the morning, but someone's parent is giving that person a 200. Now that person, when they come to school, they buy puddings, they buy Hungry Lion, they buy hot dog, and you have a $5. What do you do with a $5? Buy fat cakes and you drink water. That's what you have? You have. Needs and wants. So my fellow colleagues, please refrain away from copying and pasting. Live your life. Live according to what you get. Forget about what your fellow colleague has, because that is not yours. And you might not afford. Because the moment you try to challenge your friend, it's you now who is going to face the consequences. Because you don't know how that person gets money. Maybe your only source of income is your basic salary, but someone else has got other business out there that pumps money into his pocket. And even if he buys a BMW, they deduct him a 10,000, 15,000. He doesn't care because he has money. But you now, you're living on a salary of 15,000. You are buying a car, they're deducting you at 5,000, 7,000. With other debts that you have at the end of the day, you don't have anything at all. Don't just spend because your salary is in. No, you must have a purpose. Because if you do that, then this is where, as I said earlier, that your salary comes early in the morning, comes 5 p.m., you don't have anything in your account. You are already zero balance. And remember that your money comes once a month. And if your money comes once a month, and you are spending money every day, how do you balance the equation? Because the equation needs to be balanced. If your incoming is less and your expenses is more, then you are the problem. Something is not right. And your financial life will never balance if you spend more than what you receive. So align money with your purpose. What is the purpose of you using that amount of money that you are taking from your salary? What is the purpose? So these are the 4 principles that if we want to become financially disciplined, then these 4 principles will make us become financial discipline. What is the first principle that we spoke about? So, number 2? Number 3? And number 4? Then you are ready. Thank you very much. Can you clap for yourself? Oh, you guys were very intelligent, eh? And you are following, then I'm happy. All right. Now let's go at the practical skills of it for the 4 principles that we learned, right? So we are going to talk about budgeting. We can use that principle, the 50-30-20 rules. The teachers will understand, or your tutors will understand. So that is one of the principles that we must use whenever we get our salary. If you use this principle, you take the 50% for your needs, and you take the 30% for your wants, and the 20% make sure that it must be for savings and investments. Because the moment you live your life above the 50%, you are already in a chaotic situation. At all times, fellow colleagues, use your 50% for your needs. And then take the 30 for your wants and the 20 savings and investments. Because if you don't do that, you will never and ever have a peaceful life in terms of finances. And we can also put this principle in another way. Don't ever use the 70% of your salary, because otherwise you will not survive. You must always leave the 30%. If you use 70 for your needs and your wants, the 30% should be divided. The 10% should be for giving, the 10% should be for investments, and the 10% should be for savings. And we are not going to talk about investments, because a person who can invest is only someone who has kept money somewhere, money in the savings account, and this money is not doing anything. That person can be able to invest. Because if you are already diving into debts, there's no way that you are going to save, and there's no way that you are going to invest. It will not work, because you are already in a financial crisis. You are suffocating yourself. How will you invest? How will you save? Let's talk about the financial systems. You know, when we talk about finances, you need to create a system that will work for you. Colleagues, you need to create a system that will work for you. When we talk about systems, we are saying you need to have an account which you say, this account is specifically for giving. You say, this account is specifically for me to spend only. You say, this account is specifically for my savings. Why do you have to do that? You have to do that because if you don't, you will not know where your money is going. When it comes to spending, If you know you have money in your spending account, then take that money, use it the way you want it. But don't take your savings money to use it for something which you did not plan for. If your money is for giving, this is where you'll be taking the money for your birthday parties, weddings, baby showers. You take this money from the giving account. You cannot touch your savings account because your savings must be with a purpose. My savings, the purpose is A, B, C, D. Maybe I'm saving to buy a car 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now. I'm saving to buy a nice suit 2, 3, 4 months ahead. I'm saving maybe for a wedding. I'm saving for a birthday celebration for one of my children. You must have a purpose. The purpose must have a saving. Your saving must have a purpose. You are saving to say, I'm saving for me to invest this money. You save for a certain period of time, then from there you take that money, you invest it somewhere. Because when you invest, you are expecting to get returns from your investments. Because you cannot just keep your money into your savings, doing nothing there. This is what we said earlier before to say, you must be able to send every dollar to work. Send your money to go and work. Don't work for money, but let your money work for you. Send them as soldiers. Go and work, but remember, bring returns back to me. But if you have only one source of income, you will suffocate. You will never and ever go out of. We think, especially we who are working, that if you don't have debts, you will not feel well. Because it's like a culture. It's a culture. It's a habit for us to have debts, while it's not healthy. Those are traps. Peer pressure. As I said earlier, Mr. Eddie is saving his Legend 5th or GD6. I also want to buy a GD6. Do you know where Mr. Eddie is getting the money to buy the GD6? Do you know his sources of income? You don't know. Why should you kill yourself? You want to compare with him, you also want to buy a GD6. You will die. Because maybe Mr. Eddie has got so many sources of income that when he's being deducted 12 or 15,000 just specifically for the car, he will not feel it at all because he has got other sources of income that pumps into his pocket. Now you are here getting your salary of 15,000, they are deducting you 11,000, you are remaining with 4. The 4 is not even enough to cater for your needs and your wants. And now you are here going to the cash loans and A, B, C, D. At the end of the day, you become a frustrated tutor. It's not good at all. So let us avoid this. This is a trap. Lifestyle inflation. You know, our life goes up and down. Huh? They go up and down. Today you have money, it's okay. Tomorrow you don't have money, it's okay. Don't worry, chill. Because there will be a time when things are going to be balanced. But when you see that things are upside down, take your time. Better opportunities are coming. So peer pressure. When we talk about peer pressure to you, do what is right for you. Eh? We said it earlier. Don't copy and paste. Because Mr. Ed is giving a 500 to his son, you also want your father to give you 500. No, it doesn't work like that. Your father cannot afford, but he can give you $5. So if you are given the $5, use what you are given by your parents. Because this is one of the aspects, especially you young people, where at this age of yours, you are forced to get a boyfriend because you want your boyfriend to give you money. Because your parents are not giving you money. See? Your parents are not giving you. Now, what comes to your mind is to get a sugar daddy who has got money to pump into your pocket. Please, don't do it. Don't do it. That money is just temporary. You are still young. You are going to get better things in the future. Your money is coming. You are already busy preparing your life. You're already preparing for your future. Your money will come. Don't worry about these sugar daddy. If they come to you, make sure you report them. Report them because they're just going to destroy your life. Money is a tool that can be used. So tomorrow, you're also going to have your own money. Don't mind. Now, this is what I want to do after this seminar. This is what I want to do when you go home. Determine what your needs are. Please, stay away from your wants. Just first focus on your needs. What do I need for me to survive? What do I need for my family to be catered for? Forget about the rest. Focus on your needs. Number 2, only acquire what you need. You have already 10 pairs of shoes. Why should you buy another one? Leave it. Use the ones that you have until you exhaust them. Don't buy new clothes because you have a lot of them already. Clean them. Iron them. Wear them. That's all. Why should you buy something which you already have? Decide not to live beyond what you earn. Live below your means. If your salary is at 10,000, please use the 7,000 for your needs and your wants. And the 3, keep it somewhere. And you will be amazing that savings is very much important. If you have the discipline to save a 2 or a 1,000, because saving, the amount does not matter. Whatever amount that you save is very much important. The key is the discipline. Do you have the discipline to take that small portion every month to keep it aside? Because if today you take a 2,000, you are saving it. Come end of the month, you're already using the 2,000. Then you're just wasting time. That's why I said earlier that the amount does not matter. But the discipline matters. To say, if you decide to take a 200 to be put into your savings account, do it every month. Every month you take that 200, you save it. Whether you have problems or you don't have problems, you keep that 200. The discipline must be there. The consistency must be there. Because if you don't have consistency, even if you save a 10,000 today, after tomorrow you're still going to use it. It's just nothing. But the consistency is very much important. Withdraw what you do not need. If there are things that you don't need, take them away from your list. Put them aside. Put them aside. Acquire only what you need for you to survive. You don't have a television. You can survive without a television. You don't have nice sofas. You can survive without nice sofas. Use what you have. You have small chairs, these plastic chairs. Yes, that's what you have. Use what you have. Don't copy and paste because you will die. Delay major projects. If you have projects that you wanted to do in your life and looking at your finances, you will not be able to do them. Why not? Delay them. Put them aside. You will do them when finances will speak to you and say, okay, now you have enough, then you can continue. Value what you have with you. The little amount of money that you get is what you have. Work from the little amount you have. Use whatever that you want to use, looking at the amount of money that you receive. If you have got other sources of money that is pumping into your pocket, then you're okay. But if not,
what transpired and how you started school. Maybe my question is, what delayed you to start school a bit later? And how was it for you mainly, starting school at that age? Because it's obvious it's not going to be easy attending school with individuals that are like 5 years younger than you, 6 years younger than you maybe. How was it for you? Just to share your experience with us.
Thank you very much. It's a long story, but I'll cut it short. As I said earlier, you remember my story, right? Yes. What did I say? I said I never attended grade 1, grade 7. Eh? Yes. I only started at literacy. Eh? Manuel, is that program still on? Oh.
It was with the Ministry of Education.
Yes.
But now it's no longer.
Oh. That was the program that I benefited from. But that's where I started. We were the youngest, the rest were just our parents were attending those classes, and I was also part of. After that, then I joined now the...
I'd like to appreciate the Deputy Speaker for everything that you have given us for the day. And I'm very much sure that all of us gathered here will have received everything which was spoken. Am I right? Yeah, so we really have to take everything which was spoken in an accordance manner. It's like we need to put it into practice. As he was elaborated from the start up to the end, we need to acquire that knowledge and the whole wisdom within us, you understand? So otherwise, we really appreciate it, and we have got a little bit everything of what you have said. I'm pretty sure that we will also employ it in our duty stations. Or maybe within ourselves, we really also to comply everything that we have said and to take it through the actions. Because without actions, nothing will be performed. There's no way you will know that you are doing, is it right or wrong, unless you have to take action